My name is Edward Goodliffe, and I'm Speaker of Congress for Freedom Force International. What we're concentrating on is to bring individualism back into the power centres of government at all levels. You see, the problem is that individualists tend not to be interested in running other people's lives. They're too busy getting on with their own lives and they want to be left alone. The problem is that collectivists have a tendency to want to run other people's lives, and so they go out and they seek power. They go to the power centres, the local constituency associations, the local union offices, wherever there is a position of power, they tend to be seeking it. And so those people end up in power. They end up forming government at all levels. And what happens is individualists, such as people who belong to Freedom Force International, they end up getting governed by collectivists. Now, just to put the record straight, people might think, well, what is an individualist and what's a collectivist? Well, quite simply, an individualist is someone who thinks that the rights of the individual are paramount and that the state serves the individual. Whereas a collectivist believes that the individual is inconsequential. In actual fact, if there is a group that has something that they want to do that overrides the right of an individual, they'll happily override that right. Whereas an individualist will say that can't be allowed. We will not allow the individual rights to be overridden. And so that is the fundamental difference between the two. Now, at Freedom Force, we have discussed at length what needs to be done to change this rather unsatisfactory situation. And that is that we need to seek power, because those without power cannot defend freedom. And seeing that we're interested in defending freedom, we have to seek power, even though we may not want to. So what is required, and what we're going to do and are doing diligently, is joining local constituency associations, joining church groups, joining council groups. We're getting involved and influencing decision-making so that the people who are selected as candidates to run in these various levels of government are not collectivists. They're people that want to look after the individual rights. As I said, to defend freedom, you have to have power. And so it is essential to have people who are sympathetic to the creed of freedom that Freedom Force has in power. But it is of vital importance to understand that any form of government, whether it be called fascist, communist, liberal, progressive, any of these labels probably are indicative of a form of government where the group is more important than the individual. And quite frankly, that's not good enough. Government should not dictate to the people should dictate to government. Government is supposed to be the servant of the people and not the master.